Possession. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to his target. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to the left side. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. They're setting out to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone. Football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20. Recovered with a kicking team now. They'll steal a possession here.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the run, it's Miller. Powers through. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He's going to hand this off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Now we run a draw play. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is.
And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Aller. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's across the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Dropping back, it's Aller. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. On the ground, it's Wallace. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Deep ball caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Going after, knocked right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare, a wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You can throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. To throw, it's Holstein. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
Special teams on the field. Now here comes a punt. And the ball rolls dead. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Give it to the back again. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Here comes the bunch formation. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Pressure is coming. Receiver makes the grab. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. And the Nittany Lions will line up to kick it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. He'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Important second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Good enough for first down yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And looking for a big play here. Pass caught down to the 20. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Looking for his big tight end. Pass caught. Can he get in? The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this deep to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Prentice. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. And they get the second half started with their running play. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Back to throw. It's Holstein. Looking to make a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Single back, takes the handoff. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The tied offense line up here on 1st and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense brings him down.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Second and goal play, spot the ball at the 9. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Caught behind the line. It's Young. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, tied. And now here comes the point after attempt.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Penn State offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And here's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They'll run it to the left. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They're going to run it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Aller. And he flings it out to the left. He had all day to throw.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21.
That makes the score Alabama 35, Penn State 14.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. Powering through. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Aller. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Pass is incomplete, but a penalty marker on the play that should result in a first down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
A completion makes it second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That gain sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Back to pass. It's Aller. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough to get a first down there. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
He pulls it in for a big gain. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And the Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Back to throw. It's Allen. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Breaking free at the 35. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.